Hey Barrelheads, today we're taking on a $200 challenge to build the ultimate whiskey packs on a budget.
And we need you out there to grade our packs, decide who crushed it and who didn't. Let's get into it. All right, here's how this works. Each of us has built 4 packs of whiskey, each with a different theme. Each pack has 5 bottles, a bourbon, a Scotch, an Irish whiskey, a rye, and a wildcard. And here's the kicker. We only had $200 to spend building each pack.
That's right. And we're not just doing this for funsies, okay? We're doing this to compete because we are 2 competitive individuals.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we want you guys to rate us from A to F on each one of these packs.
That's right. And at the end, we need to know from you who had the best pack overall.
And you know who has the best package? It's this guy right here.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
He doesn't want you to answer that because he knows the answer. It's this guy right here.
All right, let's get into it. Eddie, you're up first, man. No pressure.
No pressure at all. Yeah. I'm ready for this.
All right.
I'm so ready.
Let's hear what you got.
My first pack is the Purist Pack. Now, the Purist Pack is all about tried and true whiskeys that represent their categories perfectly. All right, we're talking about bottles that define what bourbon, Scotch, Irish whiskey, and rye are supposed to taste like. And if you're looking for the more traditional types of bottles, this is your pack.
I'm excited to see what you pick, especially for the wild card.
Oh, the wild card's a good one.
Okay.
But to be fair, they're all good.
You would say that.
All right, so for bourbon, we had to start with the OG. We started with Buffalo Trace at $30. We had to start with Buffalo Trace because it's one of the most consistent and widely loved bourbons in the world. The flavors of caramel and vanilla and oak, these are the classic flavors that you want to get from a bourbon.
Okay.
That's why I think it belongs in the Purist Pack.
All right, good start.
I think it's a very good start.
Yeah.
So for Scotch, I picked Glenmorangie 10, which is $40.
Man. All right. Another good pick.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. It's a Scotch that is light, it's fruity, it's approachable. It's everything that you want from a Highland malt. The flavors that you're gonna get are peaches, vanilla, a little bit of citrus. So it just has that clean profile that you typically expect from a Scotch.
All right. Man, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Nice work.
Oh, it only goes up from here.
Yeah. I would expect nothing less though. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. So
Thank you.
It's a competition, but my fellow barrelhead over here, I would expect nothing less than an incredible pack.
That's what she said.
I don't know if I could be as nice when I'm in a competition as you are, so I appreciate that. And bonus points to you for taking the high road.
Yeah, well, that might not last.
Fair enough. For the Irish whiskey,
Don't you dare.
I'm going there.
Don't you dare.
I'm going there.
Okay.
I got Bushmills Black Bush.
You went there.
I went there with a $29 bottle.
You know that's one of my favorite Irish whiskeys.
It is, and it's fantastic. It's one of my favorites too, and there's a reason why.
Okay.
Because Bushmill Black Bush has this smooth and nutty profile thanks to its sherry cask aging. It's not overly complex, but it hits all the right notes for an Irish whiskey. It's everything that you want an Irish whiskey to be.
Yeah, it's a good price too.
Yeah, $29, you can't go wrong, man.
Yeah.
Now for rye. I have to pick Whistle Pig Piggyback 6-year rye. $40.
Nice.
So if you're keeping track here, we're way under that $200 mark.
Okay.
All right. That bottle screams classic rye. It's spicy, it's peppery and bold, but it's not overwhelming.
No,
It's not.
it's a solid rye.
It's a solid rye.
So you got a pretty good budget left for your wild card,
I do.
if the math up here is correct.
Your math is correct.
Okay.
So for my wild card, okay, we're talking about Purist Pack here. There's nothing more pure than Jack Daniels. So for my wild card, we got Jack Daniels single barrel at $53.
The single barrel.
The single barrel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went with it because it takes everything that people love about Jack Daniels and dials it up just a little bit more.
Sure does.
It does. It's rich, it's bold, it's smooth with a hint of banana and toasted oak, and some may say a little bit of cola as well.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, and it represents Tennessee whiskey at its very best. So the total cost for my entire pack is $192. All right?
Well done.
Yes. So if you're wondering, this is a master class in whiskey fundamentals, if I may say so myself.
Now fair.
So how did I do, guys? You let me know in the comments below. Do you think that the Purist Pack is a good Purist Pack? If it isn't, what would you recommend differently? But I think I nailed it, and I rocked it, and I hit it out of the park.
Wow. Well done, man.
Bring it on, Ryan. What you got for me?
Now, a little twist to your Purist Pack I'm going to be building what's called the Heritage Pack.
Oh,
Yes.
Do tell. Do
Okay.
tell.
So the Heritage Pack is built around bottles that are steeped in tradition. So these are some of the brands and some of the whiskeys that have been defining their categories for decades and sometimes even centuries.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see.
I look forward to seeing.
All right. So for my Heritage Bourbon, I'm going with Maker's Mark at $24.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So for me, this one's a Heritage brand through and through. It's got that signature hand-dipped wax seal, and the recipe hasn't changed since the 50s. So if that's not tradition, I don't know what is.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the thing is that they created this idea of using wax
Right.
for these bottles, and now many, many other distilleries follow suit. So
Right.
it's fair game. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so up next for my Scotch, I am adding the Glenlivet 12 at $49. This one's from Speyside, and it's one of the best known single malts in the whole world. This one's fruity, it's floral, it's easy to sip, and it really makes it the gold standard for many Scotch drinkers out there. For me, it's Heritage in a bottle. All right, next for my Irish whiskey, this might come as a little bit of a surprise, but I'm going with Kilbeggan at $19.
That is a surprise.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that one.
Yep. I don't think many people would be. So Kilbeggan is Ireland's oldest continuously licensed distillery, and it dates all the way back to 1757.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought it was Bushmills, wasn't it Bushmills?
You know, a lot of people think that actually. So Bushmills goes back to 1608,
Right.
but it was King James I. He gave a license to Sir Thomas Phillips. What that allowed him to do is distill whiskey near and around Bushmills, Northern Ireland. But the distillery itself didn't open until 1784.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, but they tie it all the way back to that original license given to Sir Thomas Phillips, claiming 1608.
My mind is blown.
Yep.
I'm just completely shocked right now.
Yeah, little history lesson out there for your Irish whiskey fans. All right, so next up is my rye whiskey, and I'm going with Michter's Rye at $44. So Michter's has a long history, and their rye is a fantastic example of what rye whiskey should be. It's spicy, but it's got this amazing balance of vanilla and caramel. It's traditional, but still exciting.
All right. So what do you got for the wild card?
I had a big budget for the wild card too, so I splurged on this one. I'm going with Johnny Walker Green Label.
Okay. All right.
So it's a blended malt that represents the artistry of whiskey blending. You get depth and complexity from the mix of malts, but it still has that signature Johnny Walker smoothness and a little bit of smokiness that you come to enjoy. It's a timeless choice. Total cost for my Heritage Pack, $196.
Right.
Just under.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely
Just
done.
under. So if tradition matters to you, this pack's got it all. What would you grade it?
And which pack did you like better between the two of these? Okay, because we're competing.
Yes.
This is a competition.
Yes.
What would you say between the Purist Pack and the Heritage Pack? Who wins?
And what changes would you make to our packs?
I know for Ryan's pack, it should be a little bit bigger. All right, next up, I decided to go with an Adventure Pack.
Okay.
Yes. So, an Adventure Pack is for anyone who's fan of bold flavors and new experiences. These bottles aren't your everyday choices. These are for people who want to drink outside the box and
Oh.
try something a little bit more unique.
Okay.
And again, under $200, which is
Right.
hard to do when you're talking about more unique whiskeys. But I did it.
It's part of the challenge.
I did it, everybody.
You better have done it.
For bourbon, I chose 1792 sweet wheat.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
And it's right at $46, right under that $50 mark.
Yep.
Right. This bourbon stands out because of its wheat-heavy mash bill, which gives it a softer and sweeter flavor.
Right.
So it's unique, it's less common, which makes it a great pick for those adventure drinkers that want a little bit more than just your typical bourbon.
Nice. Didn't see that one coming, so good choice.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The sweet wheat is a little bit harder to get,
It is.
but you can find it. It's not impossible to find. You will find it at some point. And then you're gonna grab it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna say, Eddie, thank you so much for putting this in the Adventurers Pack. You're gonna go.
And never drink it.
For Scotch, are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you are. All right. All right.
Born ready.
I was trying to build anticipation here. Well, for Scotch, I picked Lefroy 10. Thank you.
Of course you did.
Thank you. Yes, I did.
Of course you did.
$50. And this is the ultimate adventure in Scotch. It's smoky, it's peaty, it's adventurous, it's polarizing,
Very.
It has a little bit of sweetness, and that's what makes it fun. It's so polarizing, in fact, that in Scotland, they make a point to advertise, when they're advertising Lafroy, how divisive it is. They have people actually talking about how much they hate it in their own commercials.
Really?
And then followed by people who love it.
That's funny.
And it's really funny, the dynamic between the two, the dichotomy. And that goes to show you how divisive Lafroy 10 can be. And for me, divisive is another word for adventurous. It's bold, it's intense, and if you like that, that's your bottle. It's for you.
I think this was the best choice you could have made for Scotch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now for the Irish whiskey.
Let's see what you got.
I got Jameson, but not just any Jameson.
Okay.
I got Jameson Black Barrel,
Oh, interesting.
which is a $35 bottle. Now, Jameson Black Barrel has extra depth thanks to its charred barrels. It's richer, spicier, which is a different take on your traditional Irish whiskey, which makes it perfect for someone who wants to try something beyond the standard Jameson.
Black Barrel is pretty good.
It is.
Yeah. And for the price point, it's a solid choice.
Yeah, right? I mean, I think it punches above its weight
It
class.
does, yeah.
At $35.
Yep.
All right, I'm excited about my rye pick.
Okay.
I'm jumping at the edge of my seat.
What do you have for an adventurous rye?
For my adventurous rye, I got Basil Hayden Dark Rye at $37.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming either.
No, right?
Yeah.
I'm full of adventure.
You are.
Yes. This rye is blended with just a little bit of port, just a couple little splashes of port wine, just to give it a little bit more volume and complexity. And that port wine gives it a bold, fruity sweetness that is totally unique,
Yeah.
especially for a rye. So it's a bit of an unconventional rye, but that's what makes it exciting.
Man, dark rye, and that was a dark horse for this category.
All right, Ryan, are you ready for my wild card?
I am, and unlike your last wild card, I think you have kind of a smaller budget for this one, right?
I do have a smaller budget, but I want to use it to the best of my abilities.
All right, let's hear it.
You're gonna love this.
Okay.
It is Old Grandad 100 bottled in bond,
Oh, solid choice.
and it's only $21.
Nice. Okay, well
All
done.
right. You want to talk about bottles that punch above its weight class? This one is, to me, one of the best. It is high proof, it's bold, and it's packed with flavor. It's a budget bottle, but it's surprisingly adventurous.
Man, solid choice.
Right?
Yeah.
When you only have $21 left to work with here with your adventurous pack,
Yeah.
that's what I got.
I mean, Old Grandad in general as a brand, I think is very underrated.
Absolutely.
So, solid choice.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's why I want to give it a little bit of love right now.
Yeah.
Wildcard, Old Grandad, 100 bottle and bond. It's for you, baby. Now, here's the beauty of this whole thing. My total package cost is $189.
Oh.
So it's got big flavors and bold choices, but you still have some room to spare. And it is, to me, the best you could do with $200. So just give me the A+ right now. Just give Ryan the participation trophy that he so rightfully deserves.
Thank you.
And we'll all move on with our lives.
So to counter your adventurous pack, I'm going to be presenting the Craft Distillery Pack. That's right. So this pack highlights some of the smaller distilleries doing big things. These are some of the craft producers bringing innovation and their own unique spin to every bottle.
All right, I like where this is going. I like this competition from adventure to craft. Let's do this.
I don't know why I'm warming up my
I
shoulders.
don't know.
but
Looks like you're about to elbow me in the face.
I might. For my bourbon, I think Eddie's going to be a little butthurt here because
Oh.
I'm picking one right in our backyard.
Oh, you went with Still Austin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh!
But which Still Austin? I went with Still Austin's The Musician at $37. So it's made right here in Texas, and this bourbon has bold caramel and cinnamon flavors. And what we love about it, it's got the hint of chocolate in it too.
That it does.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Yeah.
I love that bourbon. Honestly, everything that Still Austin does to me is incredible, and I'm really glad that they're starting to get noticed a whole lot more now.
Right.
Because they deserve it.
Yeah.
They make really good stuff.
For my Scotch, I kind of punish myself by picking this one because now I have to pronounce it.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
Yeah. For my Scotch, at $39, I am picking Bunnahabhain's Stewardor. So it's an Islay distillery known for going against the grain because it makes unpeated Scotch, whereas Islay is known for their peated Scotch.
Right.
So this one's rich, nutty, it's got a hint of sea salt. It's truly unique.
Good pick. Good pick. With the Bunnahabhain.
Next up is my Irish whiskey,
Oh, let's do this.
and I'm going with Dingle Single Malt.
Good old Dingle Single.
Yeah, good old Dingle, better than a single Dingle.
Better? Well, it depends on who you ask. That is a very weird comment to make, young man.
Hey, I'm just calling like I see it. So this one actually comes in at $67. It's not cheap, but the quality speaks for itself. And in fact, I built this entire pack around this bottle because it had to be on here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how much you love the single dingle, huh?
I dingle single.
Oh, sorry, the dingle single. Same thing.
Who doesn't love a good single dingle, though? So, for my rye whiskey, I'm picking another one that we're both very fond of.
Okay.
And it's Redwood Empire's Emerald Giant.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's only $35.
Not bad.
Yeah. So it's a California rye. It's herbal, it's spicy, incredibly smooth. And it shows how some of these craft distilleries are redefining how to make rye whiskey.
That they are. Yeah, no, you're right. It is one of our favorite ones, so good choice. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. Because I was really just gun-ho about my adventure pack. I feel like that one was unbeatable. And now you're coming along and you're gonna, give me a little bit of... I don't know, I'm a little concerned.
The old single dingle.
No, not the single dingle. Not that single dingle.
Okay, so like you in your adventurous pack, my wild card didn't have a high budget, so I had to be creative with this one. So I went with Starward Twofold at $22.
That's a really good wild card.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah,
nice.
It's one of our favorites also. It's an Australian whiskey, and it's called Twofold because it blends malted barley and wheat and results in this kind of tropical, almost fruit-forward flavor. And it shows that great whiskey isn't limited to the traditional regions.
This pack has got better and better. I love it.
And wait till you see how much it costs. So this bad boy comes in at exactly $200 even.
Wow, right there at 200.
Taxes be damned.
That's true, there are taxes. What if we include taxes on this bad boy? Then you have failed your thing, and by default, I win. No?
Or what if you buy all 5 and they give you a discount at the store?
That's true. What if they do? That's a good point. Okay, you're right. We didn't include taxes on this thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to be thoughtful of the taxes. I was trying to be thoughtful of Uncle Sam. I should not have been.
How did we do combining the adventurous versus the craft pack? Which one did you like better?
Yes, let us know. Who won? All right, so this is another pack that I'm excited about.
Okay.
All right, because this one is for those mixed drink lovers out there. Because I had to give them love. I normally drink my whiskey neat, but I understand that there's people out there that want a good cocktail.
Of course.
So this is the classic cocktail pack. So I'm providing you guys bottles that are the backbone of some of the best cocktails in the world.
Okay.
Each one of these is gonna bring a little something special to you and your table and your glass and your ice and your mouth.
Wow. Whoa. With that introduction, I'm excited to see what you got here.
All right, for bourbon, I picked none other than Wild Turkey 101, which is only $20.
Yeah.
And another one that to me punches above its weight class.
Absolutely.
But it's also an ultimate cocktail bourbon. It is higher proof, which means it doesn't get lost in the mixtures and all the sweetness and all that stuff.
Right.
And it also has the bold spice and the caramel flavors that add depth to classics like Old Fashions and Manhattans. All right, for Scotch, I'm excited for this one.
It better be what I think it is.
It is what it probably is. It probably is.
Okay.
All right, Johnny Walker Black. Is that one you thought?
If you didn't pick that one, I was going to smack you in the face.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for not smacking me in the face.
I still might.
Johnny Walker Black is only $32. And to me, it is a cocktail workhorse. All right, this thing has the slight smokiness, which adds a complexity to drinks like penicillin and Rob Roy, and even a smoky old fashioned if you want to do that.
Right.
And it's still smooth enough for a simple Scotch and soda.
It is very versatile.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Solid choice.
Now for Irish, this is for cocktails. I picked Jameson, which is $25. So Jameson's light and approachable flavor makes it perfect for Irish coffees and whiskey sours, or even just a quick shot. Whatever you want. It's a bartender's favorite for a good reason.
Yeah.
And I say it's a bartender's favorite because I have talked to one bartender and that's what he told me.
Wow. Imagine if every poll was based on one person.
All right, so for rye, I picked Sazerac Rye, which is now $30.
Okay.
Even it used to be cheaper, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Inflation. Now, how could I not include the rye that is named after the Sazerac cocktail? It's got the spice and the citrusy notes needed to shine in any rye-forward drink.
Yeah.
To me, if you're gonna use a rye, the best rye to use for a cocktail is Sazerac Rye. Are you ready for my wild card?
I can't wait.
It's outside the box.
Okay.
I got Ardbeg 10 at $63.
Ardbeg.
Ardbeg.
Wow.
For a cocktail. That sounds crazy.
Yes.
But hear me out.
All right.
Think of adding a smoky peaty Scotch to cocktails like a smoky old fashioned or a blood and sand. Just think about that smokiness, that peatiness, that flavor, the flavor of maritime, the sea salt in your glass as you're drinking. It's so good.
He still doesn't drink it. He'll just kiss it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's where I went.
That is not one that I saw coming.
It's very different.
Yeah.
But I think it's fantastic. Really, if you want something bold and different, this is your pick. And best of all, the total cost of this whole bad boy is $170. So that leaves you room for bitters, syrups, or some glassware, or even paying your taxes.
Here we go.
So, what do you think of that one? What do you think?
I was on board until you said having to pay your taxes.
Well, I don't want to pay taxes, but
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just get a little bill and you see a little 8% there, and you're like, okay, I have to pay that. I can't just scratch it off.
Which
You
you
know?
could. So, to piggyback on your cocktail pack,
Of course you have to piggyback off my cocktail. Get off my cocktail, Ryan. Thank you.
I am building the Sweet Tooth pack.
Oh,
Yes. This Sweet Tooth pack is for anyone who loves dessert flavors in their whiskey. Here I chose bottles that are rich and they have a sweet profile and they're really perfect for sipping after dinner. For my bourbon, this is one of my favorite bourbons out there, the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. $48.
that's a good choice.
That actually was our number one ranked one in our best double oaked. It's gonna link it right up here. So this bourbon to me is like liquid caramel. It's loaded with lots of sweet vanilla. You get a lot of that toasted oak notes and heavy dark chocolate.
That you do.
It's so good. So for my Scotch, I'm actually picking one that you actually did a taste review on a couple months ago.
Oh, do tell. I've
Yeah.
done a few.
Yeah, I am picking the Glenmorangie Quinta Ruban.
Ah, good choice.
Yes.
Good choice.
This one comes in at $55, so I'm already more than halfway through my budget and I still got 3 more picks.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens here.
So this is gonna get sloppy. So this one is a ruby port finish Scotch. This one is rich, it's fruity, and it's got lots of dark chocolate notes on the finish, and it feels like dessert in a glass. For my Irish whiskey, I'm going with one of the most unique Irish whiskeys that I've personally tried, and it's the Whistler Calvados cask finish.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So the Calvados cask, which is just French apple brandy, it brings these incredible apple and cinnamon notes that reminds me of apple pie in a glass. So if you're looking for an after dinner sipper for Irish whiskey, the Whistler Calvados cask finish. All right. For my rye whiskey, I'm going with another Texas one with My Lemon Green port cask finish.
Oh, that My Lemon Green. There's another one that's from Texas that's making some really, really good stuff.
Yeah, really under the radar, but they combine the spicy rye with the sweetness of the port casks. It's like red berries and caramel with a hint of spice. It's absolutely delicious.
It is. That's a good option.
Yeah.
All right. I'm approving. What I'm curious about is what's your wild card, because you spent a lot of money on this pack.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Oh God.
I did not have much of a budget. I kind of screwed myself on this one.
What? How much money do you have left?
Not much.
Okay.
So I went with a $15 Jim Beam Honey Bourbon, baby.
Oh God.
Yes.
Jim Beam Honey? I could have used Fireball for my cocktail package.
Why didn't you?
Well, because it's crap. What the hell?
Come on, hear me out.
Okay.
Actually, don't. It's not a serious whiskey, but come on, it's fun.
Is it?
It is. It's fun. And let's be. The rest of this pack is phenomenal. This one may have sunk me though.
Yes, I would say so.
Somebody back me up here. Jim Beam Honey, solid choice for this pack, right? With my horribly mismanaged pack, I spent $195 on this thing.
Well, you still have $5 more. Why didn't you just spend it on like Evan Williams or something?
It's not really a sweet one.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But I guess Jim Beam Honey is sweet.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
what do you guys think about my Sweet Tooth pack?
I'd say, well,
And what do you think about my Jim Beam Honey choice, huh?
I think, you know what, to be fair, I think that you went with sweetness and you got sweetness. That is a sweet one. I'm just,
Can't fault me there.
I just can't believe you went with Jim Beam Honey. This is what our YouTube channel has relegated itself to Jim Beam Honey. All right, moving on to a more serious and sophisticated pack for all you people out there that want to drink good whiskey. we got a bold and spicy pack.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
We're transitioning from Jim Beam Honey to bold and spicy.
It's a bold and spicy. For those that like the whiskeys that hit hard. We got big flavors, we got a lot of personality, and we don't have honey. All right, so for bourbon, I picked Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Barrel Select. $44. And that's how you manage your budget. So this is a powerhouse bourbon. It's got caramel, it's got oak, it has vanilla, everything that you want from a bourbon, but with an intensity that's higher proof. For Scotch, I got it because I'm not associating with this man right now. I picked Aberlour 12, $55. And thank you to whoever commented in one of our previous videos. I've been saying Aberlour my entire life.
Yeah.
It's the first whiskey that I ever actually bought.
That's awesome.
Funny enough, it's Aberlour 12.
Yeah.
Or Aberlour 12. And I've been saying it wrong since then.
Yeah.
So thank you in the comment section. You corrected me. So this sherry Scotch is bold, it's rich, and it's packed with dark fruit and apple. It's great for people who want to try something that's a little bit more full-bodied, but they love Scotch. I remember this one to me was like really a heavy hitter, at least early on in my whiskey journey. And I remembered it so much so that I put it on this list. Now for Irish. Another one of these Irish names that I love so much.
I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, you ready for this?
Yeah.
It is Powers 3 Swallow. Yes.
Of course.
So
Why do Irish whiskeys always have the dirtiest names?
you got the single dingle and you got the 3 swallows.
Yeah, you could. Okay, we'll leave it there.
So Powers 3 Swallow is only $40, and it's an Irish whiskey that leans into the spice with toasted oak, a little bit of pepper kick. It's a bolder take on what an Irish whiskey typically is, which is lighter and fruitier. This one's a little bit bolder, and that's why I think it fits perfectly in my beautiful little pack. Now for my rye, I picked Redemption Rye at only $23.
Wow,
Yep.
not bad.
No. And it's a rye that keeps things classic. It's a big, bold rye spice. It has hints of citrus, a little bit of herbal notes. And so it's bold, but it's still very approachable.
Yeah.
Now for my wild card. We got Suntory Toki at $32.
Oh, you went Japanese.
I went Japanese.
If you please.
This Japanese whiskey might be light at first, but as it evolves in your mouth, in your palate, as you're swallowing and you get the finish, it gets zestier, it gets a little bit more peppery, it has that punch that balances out the sweetness and the lightness at first. So, my total cost is $194.
Damn.
Big, bold flavors on a budget, in my opinion. Nothing subtle about this one. It is big, it's bold, it's beautiful, just like I am. So, how would you grade my beautiful pack?
So this is my last pack.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take your bold and spicy pack, crank it up to 11, and we're gonna build the high proof pack.
Oh, look at that. Look where you went with this. You took my pack and then you tried to just make it bigger.
Oh, no, not that. Just come on, you guys, let's do it.
I set myself up for that one.
Yeah, you sure did. Every bottle in this pack delivers bold flavors at high proof points. So they're perfect for either sipping slow or mixing strong. So when you're dealing with higher proof stuff, that typically comes with a higher price tag. So I was much more aware of the budget on this one.
I am very curious about it because I was thinking the exact same thing. And I can't wait to get to the wild card and see you pick pickle juice as our as the final selection.
I'm gonna start off strong, I think, with my bourbon, and I'm going with Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Wow, that is a strong one. That's a very, very good one.
Yeah.
That is also one that's like $50.
It is. 51 to be exact.
Oh, so we're starting.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to get to that wild card.
So this one's a barrel proof bourbon. It's got rich caramel, spice, and oak flavors, and it's everything you want for a high proof pour. All right, for my Scotch, you picked Ardbeg 10 before. For my Scotch, for high proof, I'm going with the Ardbeg Wee Beastie.
Ooh, the Wee Beastie.
The Wee Beastie at $40.
You got that Wee Beastie.
Yeah, hey.
See, that's what my wife calls me in the bedroom. Did you know that?
Is that a compliment?
I don't know. I never thought of it that way. I thought it was.
You should probably ask her.
Oh, no.
So for this one, don't let the age fool you. This young Scotch is a peat monster. It's smoky. It's so bold. So bold.
It's a bold one.
It's a very bold one. So this one's super smoky. It's bold. It's got hints of black pepper and a little bit of citrus. All right, for my Irish whiskey, I went with Teeling Small Batch at $37.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That budget's creeping up there.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Thank you. So this one has a rum cask finish, which adds a tropical sweetness to the already punchy proof of it. It's not your typical Irish whiskey, but that's what makes it exciting in my opinion, and is a perfect addition to this pack. For my rye, now, before you chose Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. What I'm choosing here for my rye is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof
Oh,
at
okay.
$47.
Okay, I like that.
So this rye whiskey is a total flavor bomb. You're gonna get big cinnamon and clove spice, lots of toasted oak, and a rich mouthfeel that makes it perfect for high proof fans.
You know, I'm a low-key fan of Jack Daniel's whiskey. I think that Jack Daniel's consistently makes really good stuff.
Yeah, and I think both you and I have come to enjoy some of their higher proof offerings too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the Coy Hill, for example. That was...
Oh my gosh, that Coy Hill.
Yeah, if you
Incredible.
haven't seen our review of Coy Hill, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, just watch it.
It is incredible. Yeah.
So, I'm left with the wild card, and I'm gonna redeem myself here, okay?
Are you? I don't know. You have about $20 left.
I do,
Okay, let's do this.
but I'm gonna redeem myself. For my wild card, I'm going with Benchmark Full Proof.
You did redeem yourself. Very well done.
This one is full proof and full value. So it's surprisingly flavorful for its price. It's got the typical caramel and vanilla notes that hold their own against some of the higher end options too. So what did I spend on this pack?
Tell me, Ryan. Hit me.
$196.
Ooh, barely. You
Just left some room.
just
in
got there. Yeah.
right under the ceiling. So you high proof fans out there, you'll thank me for this one and hopefully grade me well accordingly.
All right, so to review, my bold and spicy pack goes against your high proof pack.
Right?
Let's see. They get both. I mean, they're eye to eye right there. They're good.
They're both
right?
solid, I think.
I think they're both solid.
But we're biased, so we need to hear from you.
All right, guys. So those are our packs.
Let us know in the comments right now. Grade each pack from A to F and tell us who you think had the better overall packs. Team Eddy or Team Ryan?
And you know that Team Eddy always has the best packages.
I had Jim Beam Honey.
And if you've got a $200 whiskey pack idea that you want to put together, let us know. Drop it below. Share with everybody. We could all benefit from your knowledge. In fact, if you vote within the next few days of this video coming out, we will give you guys a shout out at the end of our video next week.
As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that damn bell for more whiskey fun like this.
Yeah, ring it and share with your friends. Let them know that we are here because we are here.
Yeah, and we like to drink whiskey.
Yes.
Until next time, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.